is Most Unorthodox episode 11. We are done with Wizard World Comic Con and
For the day.
For the day. Friday's done.
That's right. And we're going to get into this really brief podcast, but I have a question for our audience.
Did you go to the after party?
No, I don't think we went last year either.
Yeah, we didn't go last year.
Not on Friday for sure.
Oh, okay.
But my question to all of you out there is, are you sick of playing the same games at family game night? Well, the good news is
Kalen isn't a person.
We have something that fills this gap. There should be a Kato Kalen card. The game is...
We'll make one. That'll be the next edition.
Kids Against Maturity. It's an awesome, fun card game that blends humor and wit for all ages. Picture a centerpiece game between apples to apples and Cards Against Humanity. Poopy fart jokes for the kids and dads. Shrek-like innuendos from mom to chuckle at. Put down the iPad, get back into reality again. 1999 with mention of this ad. Come to Comic-Con this weekend, and we have it at our table. Come say hi. We're going to have a little contest. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's guaranteed laughs or your money back. Now, I do know there was one topic that I kind of had, and that was pot versus alcohol. We could talk about that. Are you too tired for that?
This? When did you get this topic?
I sent it some time ago.
Oh, okay. Well, pot is better. End of argument.
Yeah, it is.
It doesn't impair you half as much. It fucking doesn't drag down your mood. I've never heard about anyone smoking pot and then beating their wife. I just don't see how it's even an argument. I mean, other than the fact that alcohol has just been around, as a staple for longer, then there's no contest.
Alcohol's been legal longer.
Yeah.
Well, and realistically, I guess technically, if you go far enough back, alcohol technically been around longer, but it's not in the same form. Weed's been around very, very long time.
Well, I mean, I guess technically, you'd have to have been around longer because, you're not
That's
doing
true.
anything to weed. You just kind of pick it and smoke it versus alcohol where there's a whole process.
Well, the original beer really which was barely alcohol.
Yeah.
Wasn't very much process. It was about as much process as it does to take to do anything with weed. Right? Because you can't really just eat the leaf.
No, yeah, you can't really do that. I haven't tried, but I also heard that doesn't work.
It doesn't you don't get enough THC.
Right. Yeah, it's fucking... Alcohol's terrible for you. The health aspects alone. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, so depending on how you do the weed is really where you run into the issue.
Well, yeah, because if you're smoking, you're inhaling smoke, and that's not good for you. But
if it's edible in some form, it's much, much reduced. It's basically much, much better than alcohol in that regard. If you're smoking it, I would say it's comparable.
For you,
yes,
for your body personally, but as far as the effect it has on you and your environment, alcohol's just worse. It's just worse. Unless you're using it for fucking. There's plenty of other things that alcohol can do that weed can't. You just shouldn't ingest it. So because weed ain't gonna sterilize nothing. Fucking. If you're in the hospital, you better hope they have some fucking alcohol around.
Yeah.
But if we're just talking about partying, it's gotta be weed. Again, who fucking smokes 4 joints and then goes into a rage and beats their wife and fucking or gets into fist fights at bars? Who does that?
I'm sure there'll be somebody in the comment section that will.
Of course, there's exceptions to the rule, but I mean, it's again, if you have a group of people smoking pot, how often does a fight break out?
It might
rarely ever.
My stance on drugs and especially marijuana is I don't understand why they're illegal to begin with, a lot of them, and it's because, like Max said, alcohol is really not great for you
at all.
It's because they tried to. So the problem was alcohol was legal in a form very, very long time. Very, very long time. They tried to do prohibition. It failed epically in the U.S. The difference was weed basically never really had that foundation.
Right.
That alcohol
and then they ran a smear campaign against it, 2 or 3 actually.
Yeah. Well, the 30s was the one that put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
Just because it wasn't actually
reefer madness. Oh.
But which one was it? Was it cotton or was it the paper. One of those
Paper.
two industries. Well,
Paper.
the paper I think was the 1900 or late 1800s was when paper first did it, and then the second one I think it was cotton, because they were starting to use hemp to make clothes. And it was cheaper and it was lasting longer and all of this. And
God, let's not even go into hemp and all the fucking different ways, because it's like, okay,
but that's why the smear campaign happened.
Yeah, you're anti-deforestation, yes? Fucking, let's grow some weed. Fucking, because you can use it for everything.
Yep.
Fucking, you can make clothes, you can make paper, you can make all this shit, and it's just there. It's just there, fucking growing. And even like the hemp that you would use, that thing that you would grow, isn't the smokable marijuana.
But it was still illegal.
Yeah, totally illegal, because people are dumb. But I think it is funny too about like you're saying about them making drugs illegal. It's like making drugs illegal is saying that you are not allowed to do something to yourself, and it's so hard to enforce.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can enforce like you trying to stop violence from people against other people, but people doing harm to themselves shouldn't be. You should be able to choose if you want to ruin your life. But the only problem is you're like a detriment to society at that point.
Yes. Well, I almost feel like, I see it every day working where we work. You see the heroin addicts come in. If drugs were legal, I think some of that would calm down a little bit, because there'd be access.
Yeah,
somewhat.
I said somewhat. I did say
somewhat. Have you ever seen The Wire?
No, I want to.
Okay, so season 3 of The Wire, they do this really cool thing where they're like, hey, you guys can do your drugs. These are the cops, the actual legitimate cops in the show. Fucking decide they're going to make an area designated for you to fucking get shithoused and get totally wasted. But you don't go anywhere else and do it. But, you can go there. So they notice the neighborhoods are cleaning up and yada, yada, like all this stuff. And then also in the drug area, they were, giving out clean needles and doing things like that. Yeah. So the people are actually healthier doing drugs than they would have been. So I mean, and that was just a TV show. Obviously, there's no way to actually know.
No, that's actually been done. Like, clean needles thing has helped a lot. Yeah. Not necessarily legalizing it, but in oh God, I don't remember, one of the European countries didn't legalize it, but did something similar, which is decriminalized it in a certain area and said, if you want to do it, we'll support you. Here's how we'll do it, and it really did help. But just again, getting society behind that,
because I mean, even though marijuana is illegal, I mean, fucking lots of people smoke it, totally fine smoking, and then totally fine putting it down. So I just there's not the same. It's not heroin. It's not fucking crack cocaine. You're not.
It just got put into that category because of the smear campaign.
Yeah. So it's like
it's considered a Schedule 1 drug, equivalent of heroin and cocaine.
Yeah, and all this shit, super hard shit that you get. I mean, because I quit smoking before. I had to quit to join the military, and while I had some vivid pot dreams where I would have a dream where I was hanging out smoking pot with my friends, and then I wake up upset at myself. Fucking, why did I do that? Oh, wait a minute, I didn't hang out with these people. I just had a really vivid dream. So that was the weirdest thing about quitting pot. That was it. I mean, there was no shaking or sweating or feeling like absolute dog shit. So yeah, I just don't see, it's just dumb. It's just really, really dumb. At all. And and then the people were like, oh, well, it's a gateway drug. You're gonna sit here and tell me that alcohol isn't a gateway drug? Because personally, I drank alcohol before I smoked weed, so what opened the gate?
Well, not only that, but then alcohol impairs your inhibitions more so than I think than marijuana does. I've never known anyone that marijuana and suddenly streaking.
Well, half the world is on anxiety medication, me, myself, and it does a lot of the same things that pot does. It makes you feel just relaxed and your head's in the air almost.
Yeah, except they're actually doing studies on that to see, and that's actually why it's starting to become legal in more and more states, is because that marijuana works better and it's more
there's
natural for
less
your body.
Side effects.
Yep. Than giving anti-anxiety medicines and giving pain medicines.
And your fucking liver is fucked.
And you're not bleeding out of your ass. 1 out of every 100 people.
Yep.
Dude, when they read off that list of side effects half the time, I'm just like, there's no fucking way you can get me to take that. The disease sounds better. Like, okay, like you're not going to be in pain from this, but you're going to deal with these 18 things. So I would rather just deal with the one pain than fucking 18 things. And then you're on 18 more drugs to cancel every one of those that have their own list of side effects. So it's like this cocktail that the doctor's got to do this like intricate dance of drugs that they got to. Nah, dude, fuck all of that. Just give them some pot.
And what's funny is once you're on those medications, you can't pull yourself off of them. Or you go into the other side effects, which is what, suicide and all that other stuff.
Jesus, you're fucking. No way.
Oh, yeah, because it's messing with your body chemistry.
Yeah.
No way. Weed. Let's do it up. Come on, America. Kid Rock. Vote for Kid Rock. I think he's going to legalize weed.
You need to get rid of Jeff Sessions first.
Oh, God, dude. How about that fucking asshole? Like, white people are getting discriminated against? Have you heard about this?
No.
Fucking filing a lawsuit against colleges because of affirmative action. He says white people are getting discriminated against, and that the colleges need to fucking do something about it. I'm like, yeah, let's end fucking racial discrimination. And all the people who were discriminated against at any point in time in American history need to get money for it. How about that? We'll pay out everybody.
I'm just surprised Trump hasn't come out as a flat earther.
What
do you think?
Man, well, maybe if that dude, what's his favorite radio show that he likes to listen to? Fucking Knowledge. No, it's that other fucking guy that what's his name? Infowars.
Alex Jones or something.
Something like that. Infowars guy. Yeah. If that guy says the Earth is flat, Trump will believe it.
It's the Earth is flat. He'll also believe it. So that's good news, man.
But yeah, okay. Friends. So on the Trump. We can't get Spicy back.
You also lost the mooch.
Well, no, fuck that. We lost them. We lost Spicy because of that douchebag. And
you miss Spicy?
Oh, dude. I mean, like, if we got to sit through this dumb shit, at least we have something entertaining to present it to us, right?
Yeah.
Spicy was always just, I mean, like, the mooch is just crass. He was a fucking hired gun. He was an asshole. Didn't belong there. Looked like a piece of dog shit anyway. I don't know how that guy fucking walks down the street without 10 people calling him a greasy fucking Italian fuck. Fucking Spicy.
I think he just says thank you.
Fucking greasy, goddamn it. Anyway, fucking Spicy had the heart. He was a believer. You know what I'm saying? Mooch, the Scaramucci guy was just in it for the money.
Oh yeah.
Fucking Spicy, that dude put his heart and soul out there. He's like, there were fucking 8 million people on the lawn, period. You fucking say different, you're a fucking asshole. That's how Spicy was. This guy Mooch, fuck that guy.
You want to know how bad he was? His wife divorced him while she was 8 months pregnant.
Who's Scaramucci?
Yep. While she was 8 months pregnant.
Jesus Christ.
She filed for divorce.
I mean, hey, look, you know why divorce is so expensive?
That's pretty good. That's impressive.
Are you aware of why divorce is so expensive?
Why?
Because it's worth it. I am 100% behind divorce.
Oh,
but yeah, no, that guy Scaramucci was just a stupid, greasy fucking Italian, and
lasted a week.
Yeah, and,
or
like,
maybe 10 days. Actually.
He got fired before his job actually even started.
Technically, yeah.
His official start date was like the 15th of August.
Ugh.
So yeah, so now we got fucking Huckabee.
Yep. And we have a constitutional crisis that seems normal. That's the problem.
Wait, what now?
we have Trump asking if he can pardon himself. We have
No, you can't pardon yourself, because if you're to the point where you need a pardon, you've already been impeached and you don't have that power anymore. Like that's just how it works. You could pardon yourself except you don't have the power to. Yeah. Fucking asshole. I know he wouldn't pardon his son if his son got in any trouble, because I know that question was running around.
Well, you heard the truth about it, right?
Okay, now what?
You didn't hear the truth.
No, maybe not.
Trump helped Trump Jr. write his comments that went public.
Of course he did.
He stopped him from, like, Trump Jr. apparently written something up, and then he sent it to his father, and his father said, no, we're going to write this differently. I was like, he's an idiot. He just wants to get impeached.
Dude, but I'm like, okay, but has he broken any laws, though? So I feel like he's talked a bunch of shit, and the shit's blown up in his face, but all he's really guilty of is talking a bunch of dumb shit.
Well, no, they can impeach him for that, to be honest with you.
Well, no, because, like, Clinton, I mean, all he was really guilty of was lying to his wife. That's all he was really guilty of. But he also happened to lie to the American, whatever the fuck, under oath. So that's what they went after.
To Congress.
Congress, right. Yeah. So fucking, that's what they're like, oh, you lied to Congress, even though it was a bullshit, stupid lie, like, hey, man, I just don't want to get in trouble with my wife. That's all the fucking Clinton did. And
that's why it went nowhere.
Yeah, but no one cares.
No one cares.
Did Trump actually break any laws? Because I feel like people got the heart, they care, but they might be overzealous now. There's nothing there. It's all just like smoking bullshit. He's going to walk out of here. And
it doesn't have to be legal.
Fucking 3 years that, right? Later. Huh?
It doesn't have to be legal.
But you have to have a reason to impeach it.
So you don't. It doesn't have to be legal reasons, though. It can be you feel he's unfit for office. What's your proof of unfitness? And all you really have to do is just look at him on a day-to-day basis.
All right.
So I mean, if he actually drops low enough in the polls, the problem is you need the hardcore Republicans to shift.
Like they voted down, or
No, I don't mean the people in Congress.
No,
I mean the people that go to the Trump rallies.
Oh yeah, those fucking assholes.
We need a few of them to disappear.
The House and the Senate just voted for the Russia sanctions.
Yeah, and he was forced to sign it.
Oh man, I just wanted to be there when he signed that one. That would have been so good. Call up your boy fucking Vlad, tell him that the party's fucking over you.
If you actually watch, there's a lot of issues. I have issues with a lot of this because if you actually read the news, you actually realize that the two of them never talked to each other and talked about it. It was left to other people that complained about each other, but no Trump nor Putin mentioned the fact that they were upset with each other.
Yeah, because they're fucking best buddies, like in public. They have it's when your parents.
That's a problem.
When your parents.
That's a constitutional problem, sir.
You gotta fucking. You can't let the kids know that you two disagree between each other. Right? So that's all that is. Fucking. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I just think this whole fucking circus is ridiculous.
Ding. I do have another story. I'm going to pull it up. Give me a second as I wait for this. Let me pull this up. I'm getting the article.
That's all you and Max.
Up right now. Give me a second.
The sugar baby.
Sugar baby?
This is not...
Searching for a sugar daddy searching for a sugar baby.
Break the lead, Philip.
Sugar daddy searching for a sugar baby.
A 73-year-old man is banned from a Florida beach after a parent complained that he was handing out business cards that read, "Sugar Daddy seeking his sugar baby." Now, the article I've actually read, it goes on to say that the guy wasn't looking for, underage girls. He definitely wanted 18 and older. Okay, I
see no problem with this.
I am on both sides of this.
I was going to say, really, Jason?
Okay, so as a father, I could totally see why an old man on the beach would come across as creepy. Somebody's knocking. I think we're being loud. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up. And from all of us at 3 Geeks Podcast, we'll get back into this tomorrow night. Have a great night.